Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid preview. Let us have a look at what is going to happen on Tuesday evening. I have heard murmurs that Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard are back in the squad. Martin Odegaard missed the last game because obviously it was a game against Fulham, so he missed out. But we seemed to we were okay. We were okay. We didn't really miss him. Let's have a quick look at how Let's go think that Athletic are going to line up. Then we'll go to the Arsenal one, where I'll probably have a bit of a conversation there. So all black in go for Atleti, and then Reguri, Hanko. This guy should have been sent off against Arsenal in the first leg. And then Pubili and Lorente. Simeone came off at halftime last time. It might be the case still because basically he came off at halftime, and Atleti looked a lot better in that midfield when he came off. But Lookman was absolutely sensational. He just didn't manage to convert it. Oof, I don't like this Lookman guy. He's too dangerous. Johnny Cardoso, Koke is a bad boy. Koke. He's a bad boy. Did you see the things he was doing? This guy is dangerous. That is why every time you hear me say it later, because I'm going to be analyzing what we need in our own midfield, that the reason I'm going to say that is because of this guy, Koke. Oh, Alvarez and Griezmann up front, of course. But then you've got that other guy. What's his name? That other guy who plays for Atleti. Soloth, yeah. Soloth as well is absolutely insane. For Arsenal, this is how we should line up. Or that's why, anyway, this is the lineup from last weekend. So David Ryan go. A back four, I don't want to see Ben White in our back four. I want to see Mosquera there. Unless Jurriën Timber magically appears. Ben White, I thought he did pretty well at Fulham. I know he's had a lot of criticism, but you know when he's playing with Bukayo Saka supports, and William Saliba was helping with Declan Rice, so he doesn't need to be that solid because we need that added threat he brings in. Whereas Bosquera he's a central defender, so our central defense becomes crazy solid, but we do not have that extra injection of attacking threat from the right wing. On the left wing, it's definitely going to be Calafiori unless he is injured, because that guy as well is another adventurer. Hincapie would be amazing because we know that side would be locked down. It could be possible, but we all know we want Hincapie to play. Any of them can play, but I think Calafiori will get the nod only because of the attacking threat added. And that will be more so if we start Martin Zubimendi instead of Miles Lewis-Skelly. If we start Miles Lewis-Skelly, maybe Hincapie might be needed because we need that extra sort of reinforcement. But I've got a feeling, Arteta is going to go for his safe bet, bow us in the midfield with Martin Zubimendi, who I have figured out why this guy hasn't been what we have expected. I think he is suffering from imposter syndrome, because everything everyone told me about this guy, I haven't seen. You were all saying, "Oh, Real Madrid want him." Oh, all right, I'll drive him there myself. The way he's going, but I reckon next season he's going to take more ownership. Give players time to adjust. I just thought that after playing 50 games, he's played a lot of games. He would know that he fits in and he's the guy. Or maybe it's just not. He just doesn't know how to sort of not follow instructions to the very letter of the law. Declan Rice, the last two games has looked the most happy I've seen him in a long time. Against Manchester City, you remember there's a show I did where I said Declan Rice needs to go to Arteta and tell Arteta I don't want to play with Martin Zubimendi because I'm doing too much. At least the way you play, I said it. He needs to go because the guy was on the floor after games, looking so shattered and just fed up of life and playing. Did you see how happy he has been the last two games? Where first of all, the other game he played with Zubimendi, but it's like they swapped positions, and the role that Zubimendi is supposed to do, Dec is doing absolutely beautifully. He's doing well. Zubimendi, He's not causing any problems, but he is not limiting us because you need somebody who can break those lines. Did you see the stuff we're seeing with Miles Lewis Kelly? I know it was only against Fulham, who, by the way, did not even try too much. I have to be realistic, Fulham, Atleti, different kettle of fish. But like Miles played against Atleti and against Bayern and against PSG last season. He killed it. So that is the thing. I am not brave enough to advocate for Miles Lewis Kelly to start. I just do not have that bravery. But I need my manager to make the right decision tomorrow. And after tonight, where I have just seen, because I'm doing this tonight, sorry guys, it's not fresh information, where I've just seen Manchester City bottle it. I am even more convinced that we have got what it takes, because this is where the business end of things are happening. So Declan Rice, Zubomendi in midfield. For me, I'm going to go safe. I would prefer Miles Lewis Kelly, but I want to blame somebody. So please, Arteta, do what you have to do. The second line, Bukayo Saka, Ononi Madueke, guys. Bukayo Saka, 100%, 10%. We need it. Like that first half, how effective he was. When early this season, when Bukayo was playing, let's not lie, the guy was not playing very well. And Noni was doing better than Bukayo, but Bukayo was injured. I think he was forcing himself. He was niggly, but apparently now he's playing well. He's smiling. He's loving football because he doesn't have that pain anymore. He has been limping for too long. So Bukayo Saka to start. We've got the option of Noni if we need a bit of chaotic threat later on in the game. Eze or this team is too good, man. Eze or Martin Odegaard. Now, me, I prefer Martin Odegaard. I swear, I love Eze because, like, I've seen a lot of analysis where they're saying the things Eze does so much better than Odegaard. Yeah, I love it. And Eze is so relaxed. The guy gets the ball, and I'm thinking, the guy is too intelligent and too relaxed. He doesn't panic. I want someone who panics. I want someone who can zip the ball through. For me, if you're going to need somebody in there in that midfield who can complement Saka, Odegaard does it better than Eze. Eze doesn't need Saka or Odegaard to play well. In Europe, Odegaard, but Odegaard, but he's not going to be 100% fit, so you got an option of bringing him in to change anything in the game. So Saka, Eze. On that other wing, Gabriel Martinelli. The options are Gabriel Martinelli, Leandro Trossard. Let's start Gabi Martinelli. The minute that guy hears that it's European music, he becomes, I don't know what even, Robert Pires, guys. Please, can we start Gabriel Martinelli on that left wing? And up front, Kai Havertz or Victor Gyökeres. Do not even mention anyone else other than Victor Gyökeres in this team. I am telling you guys, Victor Gyökeres or nothing. Saka is back. He appears to have found him once. The other day they did a tit for tat. Eze as well can chew him in. Although Gyökeres and Leandro Trossard are so well tuned. Did you see that cross for that beautiful header for his goal, his second goal and our third goal against Fulham? That is the benefit of having Trossard. So we've got so many options in our team for this. But like I've said, honestly, it's going to be crazy. I was nervous when I was watching Everton versus City tonight. I don't know how I'm going to be on this one, Arsenal Atletico. I don't know how I'm going to be. I am sick as a dog just thinking about what it would mean if we didn't qualify. We shouldn't be ashamed that if we don't qualify, but come on, Arsenal, please. You need to be so sensible. Oh my goodness. And then let us have a look at Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint-Germain. This is how they should line up. Now, these are the lineups. These lineups will not be what they were. Let me go to their previous match, because they have put like teams that they played the last games. We all know that they're not going to put up those teams because they all like made all these changes. Come on, how do you check for matches? PSG 5-4. Yeah, I'm going to go with their lineup. This is how they lined up last time. So for PSG, the visitors this time, they had Safonov in goal, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pancho, and Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes was absolutely destroyed by Michael Olise in the previous game. The guy saw stars. Warren Zaire Emery, I want to know where this guy is from. Vitinha and João Neves in that middle. Then Desire Due, he's the only one, Desire Due, who played in their last game, PSG against Lawrence or something like that. Dembele, definitely, and this Kvashashelia, whatever his name is. I love it. I love his name, actually. I just can never get it right. That is how PSG should line up. This is how Bayern Munich should be lining up. Manuel Neuer, who was terrible in goal against PSG. Honestly, he was very disappointing, some of the things he did in goal. And then I don't want to I know they've got Alphonso Davies in there, but I think they'll go with Lima. They might not play Alphonso Davies because I thought he struggled against PSG last time. Jonathan Tah, Pimachenko, and Stanisic in that back four. And then Pavlovic, who came off for Nicholas Jackson. That won't work. So Pavlovic and Kimmich in the middle. Then you've got Luis Diaz, who had a sensational game. Great goal as well to make it 5-4. Musiala, who did not have a crazy game. I just never saw him get on the ball to make any effects away from home. But I think at home, he might do a better job. Michael Olise is starting. Michael Olise is a bona fide starter. He is a sensational player. And then, of course, up front is going to be who else but Harry Kane. What a dangerous guy. I don't know why I discount him. I forget he exists half the time, but this guy scores fun. He just turns up and scores. I can only wish he would have been an Arsenal player. I think would be absolutely taking over the world. But of course, like on the bench, these are just some of the players on the bench for Bayern. You've got Lima, Goretzka, Nicholas Jackson, who can come up with a go here and there. And then Mayulu for PSG with the Luca Hernandez, Bradley Bacola, and Fabian Ruiz. Elite teams with resources coming out of their backsides, players with high pedigree available to do the job. So it is going to be actually a match of the two managers who has got the better tactics on the night at the end of the day. Is it going to be Luis Enrique or is it going to be, wait a minute, Victor Company? All right, yeah. Victor Company will be back on the bench because remember last time he was in the stands because he had the suspension. So he'll be on the bench and he'll be able to affect the game a lot better there. But yeah, so this is my preview of both games. Like I've said, I have gone for Arsenal. That is in my predictions. I've gone for an Arsenal win. I think 2-0. We might concede, so let's do 3-1. 2-1 or 3-1 to Arsenal. I am praying we find our shooting boots early, score early. And then for PSG, I've gone for PSG to win 3-1 as well. I hope it's not I don't care, but I hope it's not too much of an exciting game because last time it really distracted us. There were people who were just talking about that game, trying to gaslight Arsenal. I didn't care. Look how good we looked over the weekend, despite your naysaying, whatever. We are an amazing team. Right, so those are my semi-final previews. Nothing much to say apart from, you know what, it is anyone's game. I think the great chance for Atletico and even better chance for Arsenal if they play steadily. If they do what they usually do, we are walking this. We haven't lost a game in this tournament yet this season, have we? And then PSG, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, PSG, Bayern Munich for me are going to go through home advantage, a manager on the sidelines, and some crazy moves from people like Olise and Diaz are going to be the change. They are going to be the difference. So yeah, join me tomorrow and on No, tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, because guys, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Let's talk more. Bye bye.